So today, December 23rd, it is a Friday today. The United Nations has unilaterally voted to pass the resolution to actually halt all of Israel's further going after lands of the Palestinians and taking it. So I feel like this is a great win because we need to move further towards a two-state solution. And it seems that the U.S. unequivocally funds Israel so much money no matter how many international laws they break, no matter how many innocent people they kill in Gaza. Their reasoning is always that the people in Gaza, Hamas and whatever, no one's supporting Hamas, dude. No one. Absolutely nobody. Nobody's saying that. We're saying there should be a two-state solution where there are lines drawn up and there are borders where you can't go in and force them out of their own land. They go in, force them out of their own land to provoke them to the point to attack them back and say, whoa, 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 we need to take more land because Hamas is terrorizing and shooting missiles. Like, yeah, what do you expect them to do? What would you do in that position? They come in, they take your land, and then they push you out. Where the fuck are you supposed to go? What are you supposed to do? Isn't your hatred going to grow for these people? And the amount of like I said, international laws being broken and war crimes being placed on Gaza specifically by Israel, it's like overwhelming. And the fact that the U.S. has done nothing about it, and in fact not even just being neutral in the situation, they have supported them, and like I said, they fund them millions of dollars every year, and it's horrible. So now we have lots of there's a lot of articles you can read. I'm gonna link you one that has a ton of quotes by a bunch of Republican and some Democrat, to be fair, idiot politicians. So they say, quote, "Today's passage of an ill-conceived resolution on Israeli settlements marks another shameful chapter in the bizarre anti-Israel history of the United Nations," Senator John McCain said in his statement Friday. Okay, so that's a huge problem right there, okay? Because it seems that we have this weird complex where it seems to be that, oh, it doesn't matter what Israel does, because if you do, you're anti-Semitic, you're anti-Israel, you're anti-Jewish, all of this stuff. You can't have that type of complex, because what they're doing is they're committing war crimes and they're further taking land that is not theirs and trying to basically take over the region when the land is not even there. So they're breaking international law and committing war crimes. But, oh, because it's Israel, give them a pass. How can you do that? You can't do that. So there's this false complex that doesn't matter what they do, they're always right. And if you do anything against them, you're anti-Semitic. That is the worst and least objective argument I've ever heard in my life. So, quote, "The abstention of the United States has made us complicit in this outrageous attack and marks a troubling departure from our nation's long bipartisan history of defending our ally Israel in the United Nations." I think that was by Lindsey Graham. No, the United States abstained, which means they chose not to vote. They didn't vote yes or no. And it's the Security Council, which means that there's 5 countries that have the right to totally veto anything. That's the United States, Russia, China, France, and I think Britain. So they could have vetoed this, but it's amazing that they didn't. They abstained, which means they didn't veto it. So again, like I said, I mean, bipartisan history of defending our ally Israel. You can't defend war crimes. That's what I'm trying to put out there. You have to be objective and consistent. He also said, quote, "The United Nations will regret this vote, and I hope the Obama administration will realize the massive mistake they made on their way out of the door," he said in his statement. All right, so basically, there's no substance whatever that comment, and there's a fuckload more you can read about these white fucking stupid ass people, okay? And I really do encourage you to do it because they're supporting war crimes committed by Israel and the breaking of international law.